who knows? It's totally up to them being happy. We don't know anything for right now. I'm sure he would call me up and tell me, and I haven't heard anything yet, so.
The Kelce world is juggling heartbreak, football, and tiny humans all at once. First up, Taylor and Travis hit the brakes on wedding plans, taking time to process love, life, and Travis's NFL future. And then, Travis addressed retirement after the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss, revealing he's in full let me think this through mode while fans hold their breath.
I know everybody wants to know whether or not I'm playing next year, and right now I'm just kicking everything down the road.
Next, the uncertainty is causing some tension with Taylor, as life after football isn't just a career move, it's a major identity shift. Meanwhile, Kylie Kelce gets all emotional as Wyatt starts kindergarten, and Donna Kelce keeps the family empire thriving with podcast news, billboards, and star-studded appearances. Taylor and Travis hit their first real wait, what now moment, and instead of rushing down the aisle, they're tapping the brakes and actually thinking things through like grown adults. Shocking, right? The vibe right now isn't wedding bells and Pinterest boards, but long talks, quiet moments, and some heavy-duty life math. Both are 36, both wildly successful, and both realizing that love is great, but timing is everything. Marriage talks didn't disappear, they just got parked for a bit because there are some big unanswered questions sitting in the room, especially around Travis's future in the NFL. After a tough season loss, Travis was reportedly feeling pretty deflated, the kind of emotional hangover that doesn't magically disappear with a vacation or a hype speech.
Honestly, I've been just focused on trying to win football games, man. I'll let that be a decision that I make with my family, friends, the Chiefs organization, when the time comes.
Their relationship, which kicked off during Taylor's record-smashing Eras Tour era, has been moving at a whirlwind pace, with fans already mentally planning a summer wedding. But now they are dealing with real-life curveballs instead of red carpets and VIP dinners. Any summer ceremony plans are very much a we'll-see situation, tied directly to Kelce's final call on football, which is expected around March.
I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here. So I'll spend some time with them, go through exit meetings tomorrow, and get close to the family and figure things out.
Until then, it's less about rings and more about regrouping, healing, and deciding what the next chapter actually looks like. No drama, no ultimatums, just two mega-famous people trying to align their lives without rushing a decision that's supposed to last forever. And while that pause button is firmly pressed, all eyes slide straight to Travis Kelce, who is now standing at the biggest to-be or not-to-be moment of his football life. After the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss, Kelce isn't rushing into any grand announcements or dramatic mic drop speeches. The guy is very much in his feelings right now, and honestly, who wouldn't be after coming that close and walking away empty-handed? He's mentally kicking every decision down the road like unopened mail, choosing reflection over rash moves and silence over headlines. Kelce has been in the league for over a decade, and that kind of grind doesn't just disappear overnight.
It's going to sting. I know everybody wants to know whether or not I'm playing next year, and right now I'm just kicking everything down the road. I'm kicking every can I can down the road, and I'm not making any crazy decisions.
People close to him suggest he's weighing more than just whether his body can take another season. This is legacy stuff, lifestyle stuff, and what does my life look like in the fall stuff. After 11 years in the NFL, all with Kansas City, 3 Super Bowl wins, and stats that read like a Hall of Fame resume, insiders say Kelce knows he has nothing left to prove to anyone. Over 1,000 receptions, more than 12,000 receiving yards, and 80 touchdowns later, he has receipts. Still, stepping away isn't easy. The Super Bowl loss hit harder than expected, leaving him sitting with that familiar postseason sting that doesn't fade just because you're successful. Instead of making promises about next year, Kelce is reportedly choosing the slow lane, using the offseason to reset, recharge, and actually listen to what his mind and body are telling him. Friends say this isn't indecision, it's intentional pause, the kind that comes when you know a single choice can flip your entire future. Kelce is leaning into conversations, not timelines, and focusing on clarity rather than fan expectations. Retirement rumors may be loud, but his inner circle suggests he's tuning out the noise and giving himself permission to sit with the uncertainty. For now, there's no yes, no, just a very deliberate let me breathe. And in a league that thrives on instant answers and hot takes, Kelce's choosing patience might be the boldest move of all.
Every season ends for me. I put my feet up and I just be a human.
Yeah.
Just being a regular human for a couple weeks, maybe a month or so, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do next.
And while Kelce is giving himself that much-needed breathing room, the ripple effects of that inner tug-of-war are starting to show up in his relationship with Taylor. The conversation around Travis has quietly shifted from game plans and playoff runs to something way more personal and, honestly, way heavier. After years of living life in neatly scheduled seasons filled with training camps, late-night film sessions, and Super Bowl pressure, he's now staring down a future that doesn't come with a playbook. The uncertainty has been messing with his head because football hasn't just been his job, it's been his identity, his routine, and his comfort zone rolled into one very intense lifestyle. Those close to the couple hint that Taylor is less worried about whether Travis can still dominate on the field and more focused on how he'll handle the emotional whiplash if that chapter closes. Insiders describe her as deeply supportive but also very aware that walking away from something that defined your adult life can leave an awkward silence no amount of success can immediately fill. Apparently, she sees endless opportunities waiting for him beyond football, but she also understands that purpose isn't something you just download overnight like a new app. That mix of hope and concern is where some tension reportedly creeps in, not explosive drama, but the quiet stress that comes with big life transitions. Kelce hasn't exactly been dodging the topic either. People around him say he's been openly acknowledging how heavy the decision feels, especially as he evaluates his physical recovery and whether his body can realistically handle another long, punishing season.
It's a tough thing to navigate. If my body can heal up and rest up, and I can feel confident that I can go out there and give it another 18, 20, 21 week run. Talk to a few people in the facility already, having the exit meetings and everything, and they know where I stand, at least right now. And there's a lot of love for the game that's still there, and I don't think I'll ever lose that.
Part of him still loves the grind, the chaos, and the adrenaline rush that only football gives, while another part is clearly exhausted and craving clarity. Even within the Chiefs organization, there's patience and understanding, with leadership confident in his ability but aware that timing matters just as much as talent. And while Travis is wrestling with his own life after football brain scramble, the Kelce household is hitting its own emotional milestones, just on a slightly smaller scale but equally chaotic. Enter Kylie Kelce, doing her best impression of every parent ever, as her daughter Wyatt officially kicks off kindergarten. Kylie has been riding that emotional roller coaster that starts with "yay learning" and ends with "wait, my tiny human is leaving me every weekday forever." She's reportedly been caught staring into the distance, wondering if she packed enough love into Wyatt's backpack, because apparently 5-year-olds have zero chill when it comes to hoarding every random summer artifact imaginable. Sources laugh about backpacks bursting with wooden wedges of watermelon, Play-Doh that's basically spaghetti at this point, and toy cars that have clearly seen better days. Basically, it's like opening a mystery loot box every morning, just slightly stickier. And Wyatt isn't flying solo. Kylie's other daughters, Elliot 4, Bennett 2, and baby Finley 4 months, have been running their own summer operation, crafting, coloring, and hoarding enough random gadgets to start a tiny daycare store. Kylie has been executing full-on backpack extraction missions before the school bell rings, separating actual school supplies from what can only be described as prehistoric Play-Doh fossils. She's balancing excitement with low-level panic, because apparently school is now officially real school and not the cute little pre-K world she'd been surviving. On top of that, summer camp made its debut this year for the girls, which in Kelce terms translates to 3 to 4 day mini-adventures where the kids get to move around and blow off some energy while Kylie and Jason actually catch a breath. And of course, while the family navigates these tiny human logistics, Travis's schedule looms in the background. Sources say Kylie is quietly plotting future family outings to see Uncle Trav in action, though 8 p.m. Monday Night Football starts aren't exactly toddler-friendly. So Sunday matinees it is, cheering him on while the girls probably sneak Play-Doh into their backpacks again. Kylie is fully embracing the chaos with humor and love, seeing every backpack explosion and camp drop-off as a wild adventure in parenting. Between emotional kindergarten moments and plotting Uncle Trav's cheer squad appearances, the Kelce house is basically a sitcom in motion, complete with tiny humans, emotional meltdowns, and yes, a lot of snacks. This is family life in full throttle with no pause button in sight. And just as the Kelce household is juggling tiny humans, backpacks full of questionable Play-Doh spaghetti, and summer camp logistics, the grown-up Kelce world is humming along with its own chaos and a little bit of glory. Enter Donna Kelce, who's flexing the family brand like a pro, sharing updates on Travis and Jason's podcast escapades while the boys navigate retirement rumors and post-NFL identity crises. New Heights isn't just a podcast, it's basically the Kelce brothers' life in audio form, a mix of banter, celebrity guests, and a peek behind the scenes of two NFL legends who refuse to just hang up their cleats and disappear. Apparently even Matt Damon popped by recently, and Taylor Swift made a cameo too, dropping by to hype her album while keeping tabs on Uncle Trav's post-game vibes, adding an extra layer of star power to the already buzzing podcast. The energy around each episode seems to draw in more listeners, turning casual fans into die-hard Kelce followers who tune in not just for football talk, but for the unpredictable, laugh-out-loud sibling chemistry that only the brothers can deliver. Meanwhile, Donna has been leveling up in her own right, snagging a reality show spot on Peacock's The Traitors and gracing Times Square with a billboard that screams Kelce domination. Not just one, but two, one for her own show and one celebrating the New Heights Kelce Clubhouse, the online retail hub that lets fans snag merch tied to the podcast. She's basically turned Times Square into Kelce Central, and if you squint, you might swear the entire city is rooting for the family.
Massive new news. We're launching the new official destination for New Heights merch, including brand new exclusive collabs with some outstanding brands. I'm wearing this hoodie.
The billboard even features Travis and Jason together because apparently nothing says family brand like giant faces looking down on unsuspecting pedestrians, making every passerby feel like they're part of the Kelce hype machine, while also reminding everyone who's really running the show behind the scenes. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.